What's ripening YouTube? Matthew Reese coming back at you from Punta Gorda, Florida on the farm today. Nice chilly day. And I want to talk about yet another one of my mistakes. So what was my mistake in this particular planting? The mistake is not in the elements of the system. The mistake was in the spacing. This Mombasa grass is amazing. It is serving the system. As a matter of fact, look at all this material. Look at all that. So much material. There's no weeds in here. So what's the mistake? The mistake was the spacing. This was planted too close to the tree line. If this was all I had to do, it wouldn't be a problem. I could come in here and do what I'm doing now. Rice knife it, fix it, cut it, clean it, use it as mulch. Because I have 12 acres of land that I'm managing, that's not acceptable. I need to be able to mechanize that. So in my newer plantings, like the one way over there, my grass lines are 5 feet out of the tree line. So the tree line's coming this way, 5 feet on this side grass, 5 feet on that side grass. That gives me enough room that I can straddle that line with a piece of equipment and cut it down with a machine. So, big mistake was the spacing. How would I have known that before I did it? I wouldn't. I had to try it and I had to mess it up. And I say mess it up, it's only a mess up in my context, in my opinion, in my circumstances here. So what am I doing? I'm coming back and I've been digging it out. So I've dug out all the clumps on this side of the row and I'm almost done with this side. I cut the tops off, taking all the clumps out, and I'm dividing them. And hang on. Dividing them up into little chunks. This, and this is propagation material. So most of what I'm doing right now I'm going to use on the farm because I have a need for it elsewhere on the farm. Normally I would pot these up and sell them in the nursery, and I might have some in the springtime. I've already got a few orders in for grasses. But what I'm doing, this is a new planting. I'm repurposing an old grove here, so I still have some of the eucalyptus. I took out everything that was in the line and I'm planting the Mombasa right down the middle, which is in between the two paths. In this case, it's 10 feet away from the tree lines. I did it in every single path. Those trees are going to go away because that's a service line. There's the Mombasa down the middle, new tree line, and this is work in progress. There's another Mombasa line down the middle. And then in this grove over here, which you guys have never seen before because it's never been in a video, I didn't have enough grass to do the density I wanted. So now I'm coming back and placing an extra grass clump in between. And that's going to give me the full coverage. And it's far enough away, if you look, I have enough room to run my brush cutter through here and cut it all down with a machine instead of having to do it by hand. And what's cool about it, the last time I cut this material, you can see how much there is, quite a bit, and there will be more. The reason there isn't a lot more now is because I just planted the older clumps that are in here. That I just planted those in the summer. It's taken me a while to build up enough material to propagate, but I just planted in the summer, and then we started a really droughty season really early. We started, I think our last major rain was probably in September. Sometime in October we went full drought. We've had a couple rains recently, but it's been really dry. So the grass that I've cut back hasn't responded vigorously because we're in dry and we have shorter days, but it will. And this is how I'm going to do it now. I've got everything spaced out 5 feet. Plenty of room to straddle these rows with my machines to manage the grass. If I want to rake it in, I can. If I want to leave it in place, I can. As the main trees grow out, this grass will get shaded out and it won't be necessary anymore. But it's a earlier succession biomass, and it serves a function in my system. So, just wanted to give that as a another point of reference. Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean I know everything. I make mistakes. I'm trying to get better about exposing them so that you guys can learn from the mistakes. So hopefully you got something out of that, and we'll see you next time.